Hindi maaalis sa akin yung ginawa sa akin. Dahil tao naman ako, bakit ganyan ang ginawa nila? Hayop nga, dapat hindi gawin ng ganyan. Pero tao. Sabi ko nga, si Marcos hindi tao.
Back to Bongbong. Bata pa lamang kami ni Bongbong. Alam na ng buong pamilya ang problema sa kanya.
If he has been on cocaine since he was 12, and he became president at 64, you can imagine all these many, many years of cocaine addiction. And what does it do to you? I do not have any addiction, but I asked friends who were on cocaine, and they said that the thing with cocaine is that it gives you a dopamine hit. So you get a quick high, but it will only last you for 15 minutes. And because it's only going to be for 15 minutes, you want more and more and more. So they end up, till morning. And coupled with alcohol, that's a deadly combination. Now, I don't know if you can flush that out of your system by going somewhere abroad and detoxifying your system. I don't know. But how many times in 3 years did we hear that somebody in Malacanang went abroad for whatever, or that took a break, or on leave from the public view? Because the difference between then and now is that he's president. He cannot hide from the people. He cannot hide from the cabinet. So he always has to, perform. I met him when he was senator. He moved like Ferdinand Marcos. He tried hard to sound like Ferdinand Marcos. But when I saw him in the first 6 months in office as president, the difference was more than significant. Bongbong was stuttering.
Ako lang naman ang ginawang naggumawa ng Twitter is its own by themselves, is a private company.
He went like Amano.
Makita maya yung ama kayo ay mag-alamano.
His jaw was loose. He was incoherent, even when he was in public. My apologies to those who have Tourette's syndrome. And there's the difference. That was only the first 6 months. Now we're on the third. And when he took over, our economy was not good, but it wasn't that bad. The second part of my talk, I'll show you how bad. Now, what's troubling about having a president who is on cocaine, which, by the way, will cost you 6,000 pesos per gram. So I don't know how much that is per kilo, because they have to use so many grams a day, and even up to morning, without eating. When they stop snorting cocaine, I was told that these cocaine addicts binge. In the Philippines, cocaine addiction is prevalent. We just don't hear about it as much as shabu. Why? Because it's the rich people who are on cocaine. And, it's okay with them because it's part of their lifestyle. Lifestyle ka dyan. Kung cocaine addict ka, kahit gaano ka kagwapo, gaano ka katalino, gaano ka kayaman, wala ka. You cannot make good decisions. You cannot be in your right mind all waking hours. Ito pa, balita ko, yung mga nagko-cocaine na yan, nagwo-wife swapping yan eh. Tsaka girlfriend swapping. Di ba totoo? Kaya kayong nagko-cocaine kayo, yung mayayaman kayo, wag nyo nga kaming etchos-etchos. We're on cocaine because we're rich. Bull. You're on cocaine because you're addicts. You don't say, I only take it once a week. Etchos, once a week ka dyan. Pag nagko-cocaine ka, you cannot stop. That's what I was told by drug addicts and recovering cocaine addicts and recovered drug addicts. Abay, mas okay pa sa inyo ang mga mentally ill people eh. Because they have no choice. Kayo, may mga choice kayo. Saka ang yayaman nyo. Alam mo, noon, hindi ko napansin yan eh. Hindi ko masyadong pinag-uusapan yan. Until BBM ran for president. At takot ako. Tinilabutan ako. Although nobody said it up front that they had personal knowledge. Until Senator Amy Marcos came out, it was common knowledge. And even Barkada, they all know. Bang circles, in the circle nila ng mga rich people. It was common knowledge. Kinilabutan ako. We're gonna have a president who is a cocaine addict? Ninervyos ako. Pero sabi ko, baka naman. Because you know, you always hope for the country. Pero, what did Amy Marcos say? One is, now that he is severely addicted to cocaine, hindi na tama ang mga desisyon niya.
Yung bisyo niya na ang dahilan ng pagbaha ng korupsyon, kawalang direksyon, at maling-maling mga desisyon. Walang accountability, wala nang hustisya.
Sabi pa ni Amy, Bongbong, Bongit, ikaw pa ba yan?
Minsan, napapatanong ako sa sarili ko, ikaw pa ba yan? Si Bongbong ba talaga yung nakikita ko?
Because my friends, countrymen and countrywomen, what sets our president apart from all of us is the great responsibility to take care of all Filipinos, to make sure that our lives, especially the poor, are in good hands during calamities, floods, earthquakes, hunger. That's a major, major responsibility that Bongbong Marcos has never had before. He didn't have to choose his clothes, even. And that, I think, he could not bear. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. The way I saw him deteriorating in public appearances, wow. I said, this man is not gonna last another 3 years. Will the Filipinos last another 3 years with Bongbong Marcos? Let's talk about that later. His rumored drug addiction was very obvious, such that in the campaign for Leni Robredo, you will remember that I went up the stage in several rallies. I was the only party list nominee who was invited to go up the stage in Leni Robredo's rallies in Cabanava, and where I said, hindi kami bangag! Hindi kami bangag! Hindi kami bangag! Hindi kami bangag! Hindi ako bangag. Si BBM bangag. Which is a, common term, di ba? We even use it as a joke. Ano ka ba? Bangag ka ba? At hindi ka nagfo-focus dyan, di ba? Pero, kayong mga bumoto sa kanya, nagsisisi man kayo ngayon o hindi, alam nyo na. Saan tayo patutungo nito? Sa 3 taon pa na si Bongbong Marcos ang ating presidente. Kaya pa ba niya? Praning na siya eh. Kaya pa ba niya? Kaya pa ba niya na half of the Filipinos, according to a survey, are suffering from hunger or have experienced hunger? Kaya pa ba niya na more than 2 million Filipinos are unemployed? Kaya pa ba niya na wala ng foreign direct investments? No matter how many times he goes abroad and pretends that he can attract foreign investments? Kaya pa ba ng mga Pilipino? Kaya pa ba natin to? Ang gutom? Ang kawalang saklolo pag baha? Lindol? Kaya pa ba natin na absentee ang ating presidente at hindi natin mapapagkatiwalaan? Kaya pa ba ni Bongbong Marcos ang susunod na 3 taon ng mga problema ng bansa? Ang tanong sa atin, sa mga Pilipino, kaya pa ba natin tiisin ito? Kaya pa ba ni Bongbong Marcos ang next 3 years kung ganyan ang state ng mental state niya, tsaka state of health niya, at saka state ng kanyang paranoia? Kaya pa ba niya in 3 years? What keeps him going, you think? No? Kung hindi talaga serve the people ang kanyang motto, what really keeps him going is self-gratification. Nakita mo naman yung taong lumaki sa Maragya, di ba? Wala nang kailangan magtrabaho or purpose in life, hindi ba? Kasi ang laki din naman ng pressure, no? Di ba? Tatay mo si Ferdinand Marcos, number 1 sa bar. Parang, di ba? Grabe naman pressure yun. Kaya ganyan yan, si BBM. Ito na naman, sa psychiatrist na naman ako. Let's back to the figure, go back to the figures, ha? Tingnan nyo kung kaya pa to ni BBM.